My latest chunk roll landed me on Keldagrim, which means I need to get 75 thieving to steal from the gem stalls to fulfill a hard Fremic diary task. The best thieving method in the game at level 75 thieving is blackjacking, which gets you about 200k XP per hour if you're using normal food, or about 220k per hour if you're willing to use Sardomi brews. In the previous episode I tested my 3 best thieving methods: stealing from fish and first stalls, pickpocketing from Fremic citizens, and hopping between nature-run chests. Today, by abusing weird, unintended game mechanics with the help of 9 alternative accounts, I managed to absolutely shatter these XP rates, and ultimately I found a new thieving method with the best XP per hour in the whole game for my level, located right here in Keldagrim. Welcome back to Rellekker Xtreme 1 Chunk. We are back with the thieving grind, and as you can see, I found a pretty nice save spot right here in Keldagrim. Thieving silver from this one stall. As you can see, I have both of these gods aggroed on me, and this spot is one where the merchant never comes nearby, so I can just thieve from this as long as I want, basically. And it is not too bad. It's like 40k per hour. Obviously, if I could hop worlds, it would be like double that, so maybe like 80k per hour. So I might try playing around with a few alts, maybe see if I can aggro these on the alts, and then I could hop as much as I want and maybe double my XP rates. And just as a little reminder, these are the chunk tasks in Keldagrim at the moment: 75 thieving, 70 crafting, and Olaf's quest. So not that much to go. We are probably rolling at the end of this episode, or in the middle of it, who knows. Don't get scared by the image you're seeing right now. I have 2 of my alts, my main ironman and then my camera account, parked right here, and they have the aggro of these guards on 2 different worlds, which means that I can hop between the worlds and continuously thieve from 2 different stalls, which means that my XP per hour has doubled. It's now 80k per hour, which is by far my best method so far. And spawn timer seems to be enough so that I could maybe get a 3rd alt here. I just need to bond up an account first. I don't have any more members accounts, but you can maybe see right here. Yeah, you can see the silver is not spawning fast enough. Yeah, so we definitely do want a 3rd account here. Okay, now we are seriously gaming. I have 3 different accounts here: my main ironman, my cam account, and cut chunk, which was my previous series account. And they are on 3 different worlds, and they all have the aggro from these 2 gods, which means that I can hop between 3 worlds on rellekker and thieve from 3 different stalls. And as you can see, there's really no downtime at all anymore, so I'm getting about 120, a little bit less, maybe like 110k XP per hour. And that is really, really good. This is by far my best method. Like the other methods were around like 40 to 50k each or something per hour. So this is much, much better, like almost like over 2 times faster. And now that we have the 25-minute logout timer, I just need to click on each of the screens once, like every 25 minutes, and they will just keep the aggro of the guards, and they don't seem to lose aggressiveness or anything. So yeah, it's working pretty nicely. There it is, the method is paying off. Level 60 thieving already. This is really going by pretty fast. And what do you know, there's already 65 thieving. Damn, this is a really good method, I gotta say. Yeah, only 10 more levels and we are done here. The only negative side about this is that while I am constantly hopping, I'm not getting any random events, but I'm making sure that I stop hopping every 1 hour for 5 minutes, because you need to wait 5 minutes in a world before you can, or you're eligible for a random event. And sometimes it does work and sometimes it doesn't, but as you can see, we just got a lamp and some flax from a beekeeper random. So as per usual, let's lap the lamp on agility, 280 agility XP, and we are getting pretty close to that level 30 for those pedals. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Oh, that is not something I was expecting. I kind of forgot about the hop limit. So it seems like you can do this for about 1 hour and 15 minutes or so at a time, and then you are going to hit the hop limit. Let's see if I can hop the worlds. Nope, too many login attempts. Oh, that's kind of shit. Yeah, and now it won't even let me back in the game anymore. So that's fun. I guess we'll just have to wait for a little bit. Okay, we are back. Just have to take some breaks every now and then from the thieving grind to not get hit by the hop limit. But there is level 70 thieving already. You can now pickpocket from paladins. Pretty cool. 5 more levels to go and we can thieve from the gem stalls, which is our chunk task. Oop, there we go. We have a Leo random. Let's go. And the lamp goes obviously on agility, 280 XP and 600 more, 3 more lamps basically, and we are hitting 29 agility. Well, I hit the hop limit yet again. I have hit it now maybe like 4 or 5 times, but in the meantime, when I cannot hop worlds, I just come here in rellekker. Now that my thieving level is already so high, my success rate in thieving these citizens is very high actually. So I'm getting like 70k XP per hour, which is not too bad. So yeah, I'm just doing this in the meantime when I can't hop any silver worlds. And the final silver or 75 thieving, you can now steal from gem stalls and pickpocket gnomes. Can I pickpocket extreme gnomes? Who knows? Let us get the chunk task out of the way right now. There we go, a hard task in the Fremlink area. And that is our chunk task for thieving. Pretty nice. Now we get to the meat and potatoes of this chunk. Level 70 crafting. As I see it, we only have one real option to get this level, and that is cutting gems and making jewelry. Now that I have access to the gem stall and the crafting shop, it is an obvious choice as my other possible crafting methods, pottery, flax, yak hair and molten glass, do not come even close to the experience rates it is possible to achieve with gems. However, now that I have 75 thieving, there's 2 ways to go about acquiring the gems. I can either steal uncut gems from the stall one by one, or I can buy 5 cut gems at a time from the merchant. Both methods have certain pros and cons over each other. If I go with the thieving, I can kinda double dip on the XP because cutting gems gives almost as much XP as making the gems in the jewelry. I calculated that if I make all uncut sapphires and emeralds into bracelets and save all rubies and diamonds for bolt tips in the future, I'd need to steal from the stall about 6,000 times. This would also net me about 2.5 million thieving XP, which would put me at around 86 thieving, which could save quite a lot of time in a future chunk. This is also the only method I currently have for obtaining diamonds, which might become an important resource for bossing in the future. And on top of that, I should get around 5 million GP from the bracelets without spending a dime on the gems. So, sounds like thieving is the way to go, right? I have already thieved over 5,000 times from the silver stalls, so what's stopping me from doing that again with the gem stalls? Well, there's just one small caveat. You see, silver stalls have a respawn time of 20 seconds, meaning I need only 3 ults to keep the guards and the merchant busy on 3 different worlds, while I hop through and thieve from each one with 0 downtime. Gem stalls, on the other hand, have a respawn timer of 60 seconds, meaning I'd need 9 alternative accounts to destruct the guards on 9 different worlds, while I go on a larceny spree on gem stalls in those worlds. With the added inconvenience of hitting the hop limit after about an hour of thieving and having to wait a couple of hours to be able to go again, I can't even buy 1 or 3 day memberships on the alt accounts, but would need to keep all 9 accounts bonded up for a full week or 2. And not wanting to pay Jagex $100 just so I can stand in one place with 9 different accounts simultaneously, I started theory crafting. The goal is to find a way to steal from the gem stalls without interference from the merchant or the guards, be that an unintended mechanic, a 1 in 1,000 save spot, or a game-breaking bug. There has to be a way. So this one black guard right here is the problem. Nobody else comes even close. There's 2 more black guards right there. They don't come even close to the gem stall. So this is the only guy that is the problem at the moment. And I'm trying to see if I kill him, if I can get the respawn. Oh, he dropped a cake. Thank you. I'll take that. I'll try to see if I can get the respawn timer thing or see the spawn point of him so I can determine the wander radius and all that sort of stuff. There he is. Okay, so it is that tile, I think. That is actually a little bit problematic. Come on. Okay, he is aggressive. No, he's not. So yeah, this is the last tile that he's aggressive on, I think. So he will step on this tile, but he will not step on this tile. Okay, so we mark this as a safe tile right here. And if this is his spawn tile right there, that means that there's 5 tiles in between the spawn and the safe. So following that logic, this should also be a safe tile, I think. Let's see it. So he will walk on that tile and not on this tile. Yes, that is correct. And he doesn't step on those tiles. Oh, that is unfortunate. I was thinking I could maybe trap him like behind here somehow. Come back, will you? So yeah, I think this is a safe tile, unfortunately. Yep, that is a safe tile right there. So that seems to be a safe tile as well, meaning he will not step on any of these tiles. So now if we kind of interpolate between these, it makes like a kind of a circle, as you can see right here. Meaning I think I could get him behind here in the bakery stall. Let's see. So if you can come around the corner and back here like so, and then I need to switch places with you. You are in the way, Mr. Baker. No, not that way. That was not my intention. I didn't even know you can go back here. Okay, we go. Is that it? Is he trapped? I think he can leave from there, which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, he can. But if I can trap him behind the merchant, like on that tile, if I can get him right there and the merchant on right here, then that would be ideal. He would be trapped behind the merchant, I think. Which means it would be a safe spot for me. I could just be here, thief from the gem stalls, as you can see. He doesn't do anything, the merchant doesn't do anything, so this would be very ideal at the moment. Just gotta see if I can switch the places of these two guys somehow. Okay, this might be good. Please, come on. Not there. Come on. And he's dead, god damn it. Oh, there we go. Now, if I can just... Yes, that's it. No, what are you doing, Randy Boar? So like this, and then you move there. There we go. Okay. And now, how the hell do you move through that? What? Like now, this is a perfect situation. Just don't go through it. Oh, you did. Okay. But now he will not go through it. Like, what the hell is that? Something like... aggro, move here, move out. Nope. Oh, that's it. Come here. Okay. And now if I just click out, like so. Yes. Look at that. Okay, so he is now trapped behind there. I'm sorry, the floor is such a fucking mess at the moment. But now I should be just able to go here, thief from the stall. He can't do anything. The merchant doesn't really come here, I think. I think I can even be here. Because the other guards are like way back there, so they won't even notice. Let me see for a while if this works, actually. Well, it did work for a while, but after like 5 or 6 minutes, he just teleported out of there. So it unfortunately doesn't really work long term. But I had another idea. If I can just thief from here, could I not just trap the guard like behind the gem stall right here? So I'm gonna try that one out. And I think this should be a little bit easier as well. Get him around here, around this corner, around here. And I should be able to just run through Hervey here. Like so. And I think he is trapped now. And Hervey is always blocking this path right here, meaning that he will not go through this. So the only way for the black card to get out is through here all the way. And I think he doesn't really do that. So let me see if this actually works. So yeah, I can't thief from the gemstone right here. So now the true test, if I hop worlds, will he still be stuck behind there? Obviously not on the other world, but let me just get this guy here as well. Like so, and behind the counter, there we go. And now we should be able to thieve. There we go. So now if we go back to the previous world, let's see if the guard is still there or not. Oh, he is. Okay, that is very promising. And on the other world, hopefully he is still there. Yes, he is. Okay, this is very promising. Now let's find 9 empty worlds and just repeat it again and again and see if it really works. Okay, that is all 9 worlds set up. All of these worlds should have the dwarf or the black god trapped behind the counter right there. So now let's hop back into the first world and see if we actually worked or not. Yes, it is. He is still trapped behind the counter right there. So let's drop a couple of the fish and try to hop between the worlds. See if we can actually thieve from these continuously. Okay, so on this world, he was on the wrong side of Hervey, I think. He was on this side, and Hervey was on this side. So that means that he has to be on this side of Hervey, I think, for this to work. Like right there is the perfect spot for him. You know what, boys? I think we have a new thieving meta at hand right here. Trapping 9 black cards behind the gem stalls to thieve from the 9 gem stalls on different worlds, just hopping through. This should be good. And what an insane method it is actually. There's level 80 thieving already 5 levels because this is just so goddamn addicting because of the very high experience that I'm getting. And I have been also cutting all of the gems that I'm getting and then banking all of them, and I have gotten a couple of crafting levels. There's 55 for dragon stones, pretty cool. So I am getting about 225k thieving XP per hour if I am not banking any of the gems, which is actually the best in the whole game. Not just in my chunk, not just in Keldagrim, not just here. In the whole game at level 75, this is the best thieving meta, I guess, if you want to call it that. Obviously, if you are banking all of the gems, it drops. I'm getting about like 150k XP per hour while I'm banking these. But yeah, it is really, really good. It's the best in the game. I just had to take a little break from the grind because if you didn't know, Jeopardy is now live streaming his progress on Twitch and he is right here slaying some Kurasks. I just had to come by and say hello from one northern man to another. Hello there, mister.
There he is.
Look at that beast. Oh my god.
Man's got the actual Fremenic haircut. Oh my god. Look at him.
I mean, budget recall, that is kind of insulting.
Budget recall?
Yeah, that is really insulting.
Really a beautiful name, yeah.
What is this? Kurask milk?
The superior northern UAM?
I wouldn't go that far, I think. But yeah, it's really cool to have Jeopardy in my chunks and that I can actually access this chunk and I can come here and say him hello. That is really cool. Go and watch him on Twitch if you haven't. He is probably the best editor on YouTube doing RuneScape stuff. Last episode there was one very important discovery that I didn't really talk about too much. Oh, you can also get crafting XP here, that's cool. And now it is time for some new high-tech gameplay, and credit for this goes to Chunk Hobo. On World 303, which is a non-blast furnace world, there's always a lot of people pumping, coking, pedaling, repairing the pipes. And repairing the pipes is the key here. There are 2 pipes right here. So basically all you have to do is set the foreman and the temperature gauge to walk here with the menu entry swapper, and then you just go here into this spot, you angle the camera just right so that it targets both of these pipes, and then you just click away. You don't have to move the mouse at all or anything. And supposedly this should be about 50k crafting XP per hour, which is just absurdly high. It's much better than gems or anything else that I have access to. And you don't really need anything, you just need to I mean, go here and angle your camera and click away. And this is a really cool method, really nice. But yeah, if this works, if I can do this sustainably, I think I have to menu entry swap this as well. There's so many people pumping that I can't even see the options. So yeah, it is 50 XP each time you repair one of these, and you should be making like 1000 repairs per hour, so that is like 50k XP per hour. And obviously it depends, if there are other people repairing these, then you cannot really do this. If there are not enough people pumping, then you won't get the full XP rates or anything. So it is kind of dependent on other people, which is a little bit scary for me. But anyways, if this works, it's gonna be by far my best method of crafting, I think. And there, as you can see, it is 50k XP, even more than 50k XP per hour. And even if you have only one set of pipes, that's also still like 40k XP, I think. So yeah, it's a really good method. So I think I'm gonna get level 70 crafting with that method, but I did bank all of these gems, over 2000 sapphires, 300 emeralds and such. So I'm just gonna make all of these into bracelets, I think, for almost the max amount of XP and the max amount of money as well. I just need to get like 3000 gold bars first. Luckily we are in the blast furnace, so that is really handy for me. It is time for a fun Keldagrim fact. There is a whole massive minigame in Keldagrim that most players probably have never even heard about, called Keldagrim Tasks. There are 7 dwarves in Keldagrim who can request bringing certain items to you. Santiri, Saro, Agmundi, Gunslick, Hervey, Tari and the Roady Dwarf. They usually ask between 1 and 6 items to bring them, always somehow related to their profession. For example, the clothing shop owner Agmundi can ask you for needles, thread, wool or oars. After receiving a task, you have 10 to 25 minutes to retrieve the items, and if successful you can choose your reward. Either a couple hundred coins or 150 to 500 XP in a skill corresponding to the items you retrieved. For example, pottery items are worth 100 crafting XP each for Gunslick, so bringing 5 bowls to him would net you 500 crafting XP. It's a really neat little system, kind of similar to the Wise Old Man tasks and the Gnome Restaurant, but probably just completely forgotten about by most of the player base. And now all I want from Jagex is some unique rewards added to this minigame and to see someone do a Keldagrim task locked Ironman. There we go, 3000 gold bars are bought, and now we are on Needest Node, and it is very simple. I just make all of these into bracelets and bank them and sell them later into some general store, I guess. Or maybe save them for alching when I get access to magic. But yeah, I'm just gonna make all of these into bracelets, and then we are continuing with the pipes, and that should be level 70 crafting pretty easily, I think. There's 59 crafting, normally a pretty big level for the Trident of the Swamp, but obviously not for me. And a nice milestone 60 crafting, only 10 levels more to go, and I still have a couple of bracelets to go through. 61 crafting. And that is basically all of the gems done. 2000 sapphire bracelets, 300 emeralds and 130 rubies. To be honest, a little bit less XP than I thought. I got up to 63, so I still need 7 more levels from the pipes. But let's check the value for these. 1.67 mil in all of this. Not too bad. And I think it's even more if you high alch all of these. So now I am just gonna be slaving around the pipes for about 10 hours, and that should be level 70 crafting done in a couple of days, I think. So yeah, I'll see you then. Big level 65 right there. If you thought that the last episode was rated R, then this... this is something else. Yeah, that's pretty funny, actually. The best level 69 crafting, very nice. And just finishing up, there's 70 crafting. You can now craft the diamond amulet, which is a chunk goal. I have all the materials right here, so let's go ahead and make the diamond amulet right there. And I'm also going to make a ruby amulet for the future. When I get access to magic, I can make that into a amulet of strength. So there we go, the diamond amulet and the ruby amulet, the chunk task done for crafting, and that is pretty nice. Now we only have one more task left to do, and that is Olaf's quest, and then we are rolling. Here we go, I have all the materials I need for the quest and some combat gear and some sharks. Talk to Olaf Rudson. Who is that? Identify yourself. It's me, Rellekker. What are you doing out here? Carving horribly broken pieces of driftwood. In the middle of nowhere. In damp clothing. Okay. Could you do me a favor? Well, that depends on the kind of a favor, I guess. Before starting this quest, be aware that one or more of your skill levels are lower than recommended. Well, that would be agility. I think they recommend like 50 agility or something. That's not gonna be a problem. Start Olaf's quest. I'll help you out. So he wants to make some sort of a carvings for his wife and son, and we need to get the wood up from that windswept tree on the top of the hill. There's the log. And this is the fastest fun rellekker fact you have ever heard. If you shovel the snow before you get the map in the quest, you shovel some snow, congratulations. And nothing else happens. Olaf carves furiously. And he makes us some sort of cruder carvings and crude carvings. That's it? Okay. So we bring the crude carving here to Ingrid Hradsson, an expensive exotic gift from the far-flung and tropical shores of the island of Obscurity. Oh, and she gives us bread. That's nice. Thank you. Enjoy your Obscurian tribal artifact TM. It has 1,000,001 uses. I'm not so sure about that. And then we give Wolf Olafsson the cruder carving right here. Enjoy. What is it? Very valuable. Have a nice time. And he gives us a shark, actually. That's nice. Thank you. Enjoy your new thing. Yeah. So, Olaf, are you alright? So cold. Need fire. Well, at least give me the map like you promised. Too cold to hear whining. You son of a bitch. Oh, we have to light him a fire. Okay, here you go. And now he has the audacity to ask us for some food. Oh my lord, this guy. Well, here you go, have some food. So we get the map, Sven's last map, and it is a pretty clear map. Right there you can see it leads up to the windswept tree that we were just on. So now we are not shoveling just snow, we should get into the brine rat caverns. Dig right here and we should drop down into a new area for us, brine rat caverns. So here we have brine rats. Unfortunately, I cannot kill those before level 42 Slayer. I think they are required, so that's unfortunate. And then we also have skeleton Fremenix right here. These have very interesting drop tables. I'm going to talk about them later on a bit more because they are probably going to be quite impactful for the series later on. But for now, we just need this one key right here. And we come across a picture wall with some pictures of skulls and bones. And we have to rearrange them into a real skull and bones. Well, that was easy. Wall goes clunk and we go chunk. So now we get to this infamous walkway that everybody hates because it's very easy to fail and fall from this. Right now, I don't seem to be failing at all. That's nice. So we use the rotten barrel on the walkway right here, and then we move across, and we are swept down the river. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna happen a couple of times probably because I am not that high agility. It scales off your agility level, and we are washed all the way down here, so I have to move all the way through the caverns, through the gate, and back into that walkway. Alright, I am back for a second try, and we are gone. Alright, that was fast. Third time's the charm. Nope. Okay, we'll take one step at a time. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. No, we're not. We are dead. Okay, one step at a time. Here we... Fuck. How about a different camera angle? Looking from above. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh my lord. Let's go. I was there already. No, why did I do that? I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, God. Fuck you. Oh, we can finally repair the other part of the walkway. Here we go. Can we move over it? Yes, we can. And the gate. Okay, we're here. Nice. So now you use the handle of the gate on the key. We have a square handle, so we use the square keyhole. And can we get through this? No, obviously not. Every time you get through the gate, you have to get another key if you fall down, because the key is for some reason washed away in the river or something. So yeah, every time we fail after the gate, we have to get another key, which is really fucking sucky. But let's see, how much are we gonna fail? I'm just gonna click on the gate. Holy fuck, okay, that was fine. So now we use the circle key. Just click on the ground, I guess. Go, 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 go. Oh my god. No, the final step, you asshole. That's 12 times already. 12 times. Okay, we are through the gate. Come on. Let this be the one. Let this be the one. Yes, we are through. Oh my fucking god. 16 times I walked through that cave. Oh my lord. Oh, that is the worst thing I have done in a long time in Runescape. That took me a full hour to get through that one walkway. Well, now it's done. We can finally fight the final boss of this quest. There he is. And he should be pretty easy. Olaf is using only melee. We can protect from melee and should be no problem at all. You're so done, dude. There we go. He only drops bones, but we can open the chest and we get... Olaf's quest is done. And with that, our chunk goal is done. And with that, our whole chunk is also done. That was the second quest that I have completed. The one being Fremenic Trials before that, and now Olaf's quest. Pretty cool. So that was all of the tasks in Keldagrim. Everything is done. Now let's get back into the chunk map.
Excuse me, sir.
Huh?
Let's take a look here. 75 thieving, 70 crafting. Yep. Olaf's quest done. Okay, seems like you have missed just a couple of tasks here. You know those rails over yonder? They go into the dwarven mines.
As you might have seen, I did a poll recently on YouTube asking if I should include the dwarven mines into my chunk or not, and if the respective overworld chunk should be rollable in the future or not. The vast majority of you thought that I should either include only the mines or include the mines and make the overworld chunks rollable as well. So I decided that I'll follow the rules that most other chunkers use, including the father of Xtreme One Chunk Limpword himself, and include all possible underground areas into the chunk. However, I will keep Falador and Varrock unrollable for now, as I can still walk over there, similar to how teleports do not unlock new rollable chunks. But yeah, this means that we are not done with Keldagrim just yet. 92 mining, 89 crafting, 99 smithing and 90 fletching, just to name a few quick goals I'll have to knock out. If you're watching this video right after it came out, that means I am live on Twitch right now, twitch.tv/Lunita, and will be almost every day for the upcoming week. After this week, the streams will be a bit more sporadic, but I'll try to fit in at least a couple of streams per week, usually either in the late night or early morning for me, and I'll put the schedules on the screen for you to see in a couple of different time zones. So go and drop a follow on twitch.tv/Lunita, enable notifications, and you'll see whenever I go live if you want to see the progress in real time. But that will do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, a big thank you to all the channel members, especially Badrap the Games, Selmadelaide, Teeters, Grayson, Kai, Digidog SP, and Farcasted in the Steel tier, and Acons the Earth and Northern Ironman in the Runite tier. Thank you for watching, and I'll hope to see you all on Twitch.